Welcome back, gents and gentiles. It's Andrew, your crypto guy on the internet, and I know it's been a while, but I have some grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people, and the news has been lousy lately, but I'm going to tell you that things are way better than you think. This could be the last good opportunity for a while. Now I'm going to go over what caused the mega dump, why we're in these lower ranges, and I see people calling for like 75,000 with Bitcoin and stuff, and I go, calm down. I'm going to show you something on the chart, and I'm going to explain to you my thinking as to why this is a good time to start buying up a few spot coins that you like, maybe even a low leverage long to sit on for a little while. First, let's understand what caused the mega dump. We had two stories, one more important than the other, but two stories that scared everybody. The first one, I'm sure you've heard about it. We got drones in the sky all over the place, overpopulated areas. And the speculation is it's Iran, it's China, it's Russia, it's aliens. It's none of those things. The only country that would put drones all over populated areas of the United States is the United States. No foreign country is that stupid. If you're Iran or Russia or China or Jamaica and you put scary drones all over U.S. cities, that is a suicide mission. Your country will be deleted in a day. Nobody is that stupid. So we did it to ourselves. Now, why would we do this to ourselves? First, a lot of these drones obviously have FAA lighting on them. So they're following the rules. Aliens aren't doing that. These are man-made. But some of these drones, some of this footage is compelling and strange and unsettling. And are there aliens out there? It's a mathematical certainty. Of course there are. But aliens don't do stuff like this. Now, my favorite hobby is researching the aliens and UFOs and stuff. I love that crap. They would never pull something off like this. Even they are not that stupid. The aliens, and there's plenty of them out there, the aliens observe and study people the way we observe and study turtles. They're not there to destroy everything. They're just watching us. Maybe a little nudge here and there to make sure things are evolving correctly. But they're hands off, okay? They're not trying to cause widespread panic. The United States government is. Because we're due for another false flag. We're due for another Gulf of Tonkin, 9/11, COVID, where we create a problem, blame it on somebody else, and then sell you a solution. And the price of that solution, that's right, trillions of dollars of your money that we can launder wherever we want, and a few more of your rights. We're going to take those too, for safety. Now, this is a problem that doesn't need to exist. But the United States government is greedy. And people aren't really buying the wars we're in anymore. They're starting to question things. They're turning the TV off. And so we need something to really amp it up. We got to scare the shit out of people. What's scarier than Russians or people with towels on their heads? Aliens. Everybody's scared of that. So we're going to lubricate them slowly, step by step. Oh, there's disclosure. We're going to get Grush and a couple other whistleblowers out there to make you think there's aliens. And there definitely is aliens. We've definitely retrieved crashed things from space and reverse engineered them for the past 60 to 70 years. Now, when something out of space crash lands and it's not man-made, who gets it? Who throws a tarp over it and drives it away with a bunch of black SUVs? Defense contractors. The United States government knows where it is. A few defense contractors bid on it and they take it away and they reverse engineer it. That's what Raytheon is, Northrop Grumman, Boeing. You got these Skunk Works projects. So whatever weapon or drone that you can buy online, just know that that is ancient, obsolete technology compared to what these defense contractors have. And that's what gets a little frightening. They're technically on our side, but we can't stop them. So things like zero-point energy or anti-gravity, gravity drives in a plane, our typical military doesn't have that, but these defense contractors do. And they kind of dole it out as needed at a high price. So when you're driving around putting gasoline or diesel in your car, or you think your electric car is the future, all of that is nonsense. Your solar panels, your wind farms, your nuclear energy is obsolete. They have the technology, they have the solutions to all of our problems in terms of the climate crisis, the energy crisis, weapons, all that stuff. It's more beneficial and more profitable to keep it held back. They're not going to just hand out everything that they have. So rest assured, these drones are not a threat. So it didn't really affect the market. I think enough people thought it through and wait a minute, that's ridiculous. So here's what really caused the nosedive. Jerome Powell comes out as dry and reasonable as usual, and he says, hello, I'm going to lower the interest rate by another 25 basis points, as you all expected. We're moving in the right direction. We're showing some progress. But our projections for next year show that there's still going to be some inflation. That last percentage point from 3 to 2 is the most difficult. So we're going to play it month by month, keep our eyes on the data, remain nimble, and we'll see when the next cut will be. We're not sure. Which seemed totally fine to say. Now, you could just listen to him and then listen to CNBC and panic like a retard. Here's what I do. When Jerome is done talking, you get all the data right here on their website. And I opened it up, and I read it, top to bottom. And look at this. We have some projections for what inflation could be next year. And it ranges from pretty good at 2.1 to kind of scary to 2.9. Now, that's a huge variance. And what does that mean? They don't know. They play it month by month. They see the data, they remain nimble, and they don't have a set plan. So the market was thinking, we're getting 4 cuts next year. Jerome kind of cools that off and says, hey, chill, we don't know. Okay, it could be 2, it could be 8, it could be 0, all right? And the dot plot, these are what the participants in the Fed meetings think it could be. It's all over the damn place. It doesn't really matter. Like, well maybe we'll do so, I don't know. But then next month, we'll get another dot plot with another set of calculations and estimations, and it's going to be different than this. So don't have an overly emotional response. That's what we got. I mean, crypto, we had coins dropping 40, 50%. We had the NASDAQ drop. They lost $2-3 trillion like in a day. And now people are going, all right, we're all still here. Everything's fine. We're just going to wait till next month. It's going to be the same old shit from Powell. He's just going to remain nimble and keep an eye on the data. Why? Who's responding like a psycho at this point? We've been through enough. Relax. Now, I'm looking at Bitcoin's dominance, and it's been really high. Okay, when this goes up, total 3, your altcoins are going down, right? All the money's into Bitcoin. So if all the money's in Bitcoin and the Bitcoin price goes down, your altcoins take huge damage, and that's what happened. When Bitcoin sneezed and went from 106 to 93,000, your altcoins took like a 40% hit. All right, and if you were in a leveraged long here, you got destroyed. And I took some damage too. I was on the wrong side of this stuff. I watched the meeting and I went, that's fine, that sounds reasonable. Nope, people freaked out and I got dragged down to hell with them. So when does this pain end? It's already starting to end. We got a blue triangle reversal played out with a green dot. Now we're looking at a trend reversal on the daily for Bitcoin dominance. And look at this. Market cipher B, anchor trigger sorta to the downside. Now it could play something like this. It goes like this, you get a little anchor trigger, and then it's back up again. Going through January, that could happen. But what I noticed is we're taking a breather on Bitcoin dominance. And when dominance comes down, your altcoins go up. See the reverse? See how it's the opposite? This is Bitcoin dominance going down, money's leaving Bitcoin and going into total 3, which is all your altcoins minus Ethereum. So I'm looking at this. You got a green dot on the daily, curving up. Not bad. Maybe we get some help here. We clear some of these yellow X's on total 3. Does that get reflected in these sad altcoin charts? It certainly does. So if you look at Bitcoin, we had this support level right here, going back all the way to roughly November, middle of November. We were riding that nice and high, and then we fell through it because of Jerome Powell and the aliens. But now we're coming back up. And we might bump our head on that because it's technically resistance now. And then we fall again. None of this really matters. Like the price action from like December 23rd to the end of the year is low volume nonsense. It doesn't really matter. The last week of the year, the big boys, they're all cashed out. They sent their paperwork in. They emailed their boss. They're taking their 2 weeks with their family. They go golfing in Florida, and they come back with a hard dick at the beginning of next year, and they put their moves in for the first quarter. We have a fresh year with a new president, and for crypto, it's the first administration that's on our side. I don't think you understand how miraculous this sector is, because nobody was helping us. We were only getting, it was neutral or negative against crypto in the news and from the government entities. Now the government's going to be on our side. You still have the Elizabeth Warrens out there, but everybody with real power is pro-crypto with the Trump administration. So we got to 100K with enemies everywhere. Now we have friends. So I'm very bullish on 2025. So when does the volume really kick up? Bring up your calendar here. And I'm looking at January 1st is a Wednesday. So we show up in the middle of the week. So it's really Thursday, Friday, you get a little bit of action, but not really. The first Monday of the year is the 6th. And that's when I expect to see some interesting volume. And then once Trump is in office and he hasn't been killed and the aliens haven't invaded, because there aren't any really, then we see some positive volume. But I don't expect a major move up or down until the middle, like the beginning or middle of January. So like this last week of the year doesn't matter. But if you want to make a quick buck, and here's what I'm doing. I'm waiting for a green dot here on the daily for Bitcoin, which can happen at any minute. Maybe it already did happen by the time you see this video. And these altcoins, I mean, I got uncleared yellow X targets all over the place. So these green lines have been touched already, but I still keep them there for reference because often you revisit the same price a few times. But these yellow ones have not been cleared yet. These have already been cleared. But up here, this is for injective. With, holy cow, you got yellow X's going all the way up to where we were before Jerome Powell started talking, 386. Stacks, we started to get manipulated at 270. Okay, so now we're down to 172. These yellow X's on the 1 minute chart are inevitable. They must be cleared. Unless it's otherwise labeled, like this one I found on the 15 minutes, so I put 15 minute. But all these are on the 1 minute chart. These do get cleared, usually within a day or two, unless there's some market dump from mass fear. Then it gets pushed back a while. It could take a couple of weeks, a month even, but it must be cleared. I'm looking at this chart, and I go, why not just maybe ladder in a little bit? We might pull back again, but we're down so much that I wouldn't feel bad buying some stack spot or even some IO. I owe some money after trading this shit last week, I'll tell you. But we have some uncleared X's for IO all the way up to 412. And not to say that it has to stop there. Sometimes it keeps going. Where's Sui? Sui shrugged off everything and just blasted through all of its yellow X's already. I have to update this chart with green lines or just delete these down here. But Sui was really strong. And it shows that it's possible to just return to where we were. Sui's the first one to do it. Solana has uncleared X's all the way up to 257, so that's my highest price target. I mean, take your pick. It doesn't even matter. They're all doing the same thing. This one's been cleared already. We'll make this a green. But you have uncleared targets. You have one here at 252, 253 for XRP. What's Render doing? Let's get this crap out of here. You got an uncleared target. The highest one is 949. I mean, these are fatty profits. So you can pick up some spot. Not financial advice. Well, could be wrong. But here's what I'm doing. Is I'm picking up a little bit of spot while it's quiet. While everybody's out of office. Because when they come back with a hard dick for the first quarter of 2025, that's when we're going to see these yellow X's get cleared and I'm going to be ready to catch all those profits. That's what I'm doing. I'm looking at Bitcoin dominance. It's coming down on the daily. That's a big deal. Total 3 coming back up. All the alts essentially look like the total 3 chart. We have so many yellow X's to clear that must be cleared. Now people say like there's no such thing as certainty in charts. Well, on the 1 minute chart, the yellow X for Market Cipher A, It's pretty goddamn close to perfect. It's like 99%, okay? Unless it's a Luna or something where there's like a catastrophic problem and that's the end of the coin entirely. These yellow X's do get cleared. So even if you just like zoom in, it happens throughout the day. Any yellow X you see gets cleared. So like we got a major dump earlier. This is earlier today. Took a yellow X dump all the way down, and then what happened? You revisit that price, you've cleared it. So like if you were to draw a line between these two, got cleared. We're right past it again. Doesn't matter anymore. So if you have yellow X's hanging back from a couple of days or few weeks that was not cleared on the 1 minute, it's something that must happen. That price must be revisited. And on higher time frames, this is the 4 hour. You got one for stacks at, where is that? 198. But I already had one on the 1 minute chart for 196. It's kind of redundant, so you're in the same kind of area. Stacks has them all the way up to 214, 228. These are all levels that have to be revisited. And so these are my price targets. I do this as my main strategy, especially in a bullish market. If this is taken too long, I just revert to other more classic strategies like horizontals, Fibonacci's. The core strategy for Market Cipher is easy once you get used to how to do it, and there's plenty of videos on it. I just wanted to come out a little bit rebellious, and I know everybody's scared, but that's not adding up to me. It was too emotional. This data and the response we got in the market does not match. It was kind of hawkish, but not that hawkish, okay? People are going to chill out. They're going to feel positive again, and the money's coming back, and the charts are showing it. We're curving back up. And that's why I got a few low leverage longs cooking. So you guys enjoy your time with your families. I'm here in my cave making money. I love you guys. God bless you.